family, welcome back to the journey. Welcome to this edition of the Sunday and Monday vlog, and good morning. Me and Chubbs just woke up. Chubbs is still down here, he's sleeping. Mickey Mouse is over here, he's sleeping. Went over to Homestead today, did a little bit of work. Came back about 2 o'clock, laid down, went to sleep. And just woke up about 25 minutes ago. So had my cup of coffee, got that out the way, woke myself back up, and just cuddling here on the couch with Bubba Chubbs. Hey DT, how are you? This millennial, just been alien being lazy, burned out, too much work. So what is everybody else getting done on their homesteads? What is everybody getting accomplished out there? That's the big question. But let's go over what happened this week. And I think one of them might have been the week before. So I've had 2 flat tires here out in front of the restaurant. One of the ladies here from St. Joe, she was on her way to work. So I got the jack out my truck, got the tire changed out, and then I had another lady that has family here in St. Joe. That's, I think, from Harrison. She had a blowout and got a bit emotional, so I got out there, got the tire off. Couldn't change because she didn't have a spare, but she had family come out. Took a couple hours because they had to go all the way down to Clinton to get a new tire once the rim was off the truck. And so everybody says, or they said, I should open a tire shop now because I'm getting all these flat tires, flat repairs here at the restaurant. We all know that's not going to happen. Snowball Stand is closing down end of June. I did make a small adjustment. With the reduction of business, I don't want to be just throwing bad money away. So I've changed to the Snowball Stands only open Friday, Saturday, Sundays. That's giving me more time out on the homestead to try to get stuff accomplished, get things going. Another reason why I'm a bit beat, a little bit worn out this past week. Every day out at the homestead when we didn't get rain. It did rain Friday and Saturday, so that killed a lot of the snowball business right there. Yesterday, Sunday, was actually a decent day. I did 14 snowballs, so did roughly $60 in sales. Still nothing like last year where I was averaging $2,100 and doing $200 to $300 a month on weekends. So $60 compared to $200 to $300, economy is down. So only a couple more weekends. Stop throwing nails in the road. Well, if I had a tire shop, that would be smart, DT. But not doing that. So a couple more weekends, and that's taken care of. Tomorrow, I'm on a long, rough road drive all the way out to Fayetteville, Arkansas. Not looking forward to going out there again because everybody knows I hate driving, especially after 34 trips moving from Colorado to Arkansas. I have my next dentist appointment. They're going to fill a couple more cavities, do a little bit more work in my mouth, and then of course I'll get rescheduled again. Now, last month when I was there, they were booked out until the end of November to do the deep cleaning where they get down below the gums. So they said just hold off because this dentist is leaving, and I wanted the work done by this dentist because I've dealt with him a couple times now. So he's doing the last of the cavities, and then I'll schedule tomorrow at the end, probably into next year, knowing the VA, to get the deep cleaning done to get the rest of my mouth taken care of, and then I'll be all set. And then I can go another 18 years like I've done without seeing a dentist. But being with the VA, now that I'm back in their system, I'm going to have to stay up to at least once a year with them, which I guess is fine. It's just 2-hour drive out, 2-hour drive back. If there's any type of traffic or construction, hey Andres, how you doing? Then it's like 2.5 hours. So the dogs are here all day by themselves. And my back and my neck get stiff from just being sat in a car. So it is what it is. Things are getting taken care of. Like I said, all the blood work and all that got done back in February all came out good. Now next year when I get the last dental visit to do the deep cleaning, then my mouth be taken care of. So if things do get bad, or war breaks out or whatever, the doomsday thoughts or whatever, then I know my mouth is taken care of. That's one less thing I have to worry about. A lot of people get into the prepper movement and things like that, and they neglect getting in shape. They neglect doing dental work. They neglect any surgeries they need, and it will bite them in the long run if their scenarios play out, because medical care and all that's probably not going to be around in those situations and scenarios. So I decided to get everything taken care of for me. Now, I've talked about this in a couple videos, and I'm going to talk about it again. DeWalt doesn't sponsor me, but this is amazing. This pruner. You just press that down, and Chubbs just way down. It's okay, Bubby Chubbs. But this battery-operated pruner is amazing. So if you have vines on your property, if you have thorns on your property, if you're doing any type of work on your property along fences, I highly recommend you get one. It makes life so much more simpler. It's a little bit heavier than the regular handheld ones, but this slim battery, just regular slim battery, will do like 3,000 to 6,000 cuts before the battery dies. I have not killed the battery yet, and I've just been going to town with it. If you got to hold stickers back, you press the button with the one hand, it does its thing. If you have the loppers, you can't ever grab anything. So if something comes back, it's in your face. If a branch pulls back because it's tensioned by the vine, this way you can hold stuff back. You can snip it. It's easy to go. It's really, really going to come in handy this fall, because I'm going to go through, once all the leaves drop and the ticks are down. Of course, we have ticks year-round here, but when it's not a bazillion ticks, I'm going to go through, and all the Virginia creeper, all the vines that are going up in the trees, all the poison ivy vines that are on the trees, poison oak, I'm going to go through, I'm going to cut everything. I'm going to do the ground, and I'm going to do like 18 inches above. Yeah, boomer. But I'm going to go through and cut about 18 inches off the ground of all the vines, so that way the vines will start dying in the trees, and it stops the degradation of the nutrients, the water, and everything else going to the trees, because the vines are taking over. So this is going to be handy just to go through and just snip, get everything taken care of, get everything done, and I go from there. I've been out. I'm doing fencing right now. Of course, like I said, I got dentist tomorrow. We've got some more rain coming in, and then this weekend will be snowballs again. But I've got a couple things in the works right now, and some big things may be happening coming up in the next several months, if everything falls in place. Until I get everything situated and sorted, I won't know. But it looks like I might have the rental house possibly going into like a rent-to-own, or rent-to-own, not owner finance, a rent-to-own. And with that, I might have some money coming in to be able to get some stuff going. So I want to get some of the excavation work done. I want to get the fencing done. Just a whole bunch of things going. Now, I'm not like other channels that are constantly asking for money and stuff like that, but I did do another avenue, because I know some people on underneath all my videos in the description, I always talk about, please don't send cash, please don't send gift cards, because I've had a couple people lose money because it never got here. I also ask, people don't send like cookies and snacks and stuff like that, because if I don't like it, then it goes to waste, and you work hard for your money, and I don't want to see your money go to waste, let alone cookies and things like that you're buying at the store. Then you're paying shipping, so you're spending even more money, and I just don't like that. So in my description, I've always asked that if you want to help out, you can put money on my feed bill at the feed store. But I know I've had several people tell me that they don't want to do their credit cards over the phone. So YouTube just started the like Patreon subscription thing or whatever. I haven't looked into the whole thing. I just set it up real quick. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna add some stuff to it. But they have a 3-tier system, and I think I chose like $1.99, $4.99 or something, and then like a $500 or $200 something per month subscription. And the first one's for if you want to help out with videos, if because I'm going to try to start making better videos. I'm going to try to do more editing. Eventually, I might get a drone. I've been wanting a drone for a long time, but technically I'm not good with that type of stuff. But I might be looking into that type of stuff. So if some of you out there want to help out with that, then you can do the low based subscription, the medium based subscription. I said helping the animals. So if you want me to get more treats, different things for the animals, the material that I need to build the barn, get that type of stuff done for the animals. And then the big project one, which like I said, I got to fill out more of the stuff. I just did it real quick just so it's up. If people want to do it, they can do it. But that was like either 200 or 500 or something like that, and that's for if you want to help towards the homestead, getting things built. And in that, we can talk on the phone, email, text message, whatever. And just like before, when I've had people donate and they say, I want the money to go towards this fencing project, or they want it to go towards a barn, or they want it to go towards a hooger culture bed or gardens or stuff like that, then that money will go directly to that. And then I'll have videos filmed, edited, and uploaded on the process, so you can see your money going to work, getting the homestead to where you want to see the homestead, or just to see a project, because I know a lot of disabled people, older people, they're not able to do things anymore, or if somebody's in a wheelchair, they can't get outside and do stuff out in the woods. So living vicariously through me, they get to see the projects. Like the older lady I had up in Pennsylvania that was donating for several years, doing the fencing and different projects. She wanted to see that stuff, and she couldn't get out and do anything. So she was living vicariously through me. And as everybody saw during that time, I was getting a lot of projects done. I was getting fruit trees put in. I was doing all those different things. Well, I wasn't able to do that, but because I was being funded, I was able to get things going. So just a thought for anybody that has wanted to send money and I've asked not to. Now YouTube offers this. How the money thing works with YouTube, I don't know if it's like the super chats where they keep 30% or what the percentage is. So I know it all probably won't come to me. So you might want to look into that, but that just gives everybody another avenue for the ones that don't want to do credit cards over the phone, that are paying for YouTube Red, the non-ad subscription and stuff like that. People feel more comfortable going through a big corporation than a small feed store in Arkansas, not knowing, credit cards or whatever. I use credit cards over phone. It doesn't bother me, but everybody has their own hitches, and they pick what they want to do. So I just want to throw that out there because I know I've had questions in the past. Question-wise this week, I haven't really had any new questions. And like I said, I've just been out there. Yep, happy camper. The animals are being good. They're doing good. They're fat and happy. I've been throwing a bunch of the clippings. So as I'm going along the fence line, I'm clipping out the stumps, throwing the new growth bushes and shrubbery over the fence for the animals. So they're getting excited about that. I do plan in another month or so, maybe, I'm going to try to see where I'm at with fencing. Probably 2 more months. And then I might try to run a hot wire going across from the two fences that I'm working on. Right now, I'm working on the fencing along Gregory Lane, which is my property line going to the one road, because I've already gone down Purdom Lane a couple 100 feet. I'm going to do more work over there as well, but I'm trying to work both sides coming down, and then the long side along today's Homesteader Lane, that's going to be the most fencing. But if I keep coming down like this, I'm thinking in 2 months or so, I can run a hotline about halfway. I've got to see how many feet it is, because I don't want to do a whole bunch of hot wire and then have to turn around and tear it down, or not have enough and got to spend more money to buy something for temporary. But I do kind of want to bring the animals into the pen, because they're always at the fencing right now at the bottom of their pen, because they're itching to get into the new pen. They see what I'm doing. They know when there's new fence going up that they're going to have a bigger area. Just like at the ranch in Colorado, they were in that one area. As I was doing fencing, they got into the next area, and then the whole 50 acres got fenced, and they were really loving it, because then they had all that area. So, kills me. It's going to take a while, but it's moving along. So I'll get some video of that going shortly. I will be making a video this upcoming week, or filming a little bit. Every month since January, I made a little video, and I'm going to, like I said, I need to drive around St. Joe. I want to get some photos for an intro and an exit video, get back into that. That will probably be in July. So don't look for this video until sometime in July, because I still have the snowball stand going. So until that's done, I can not worry about that, and I have extra days to focus. Then I'm going to add all the short videos together from January to June and show a 6-month span of different progress that has happened on the homestead so far this year. I know you're not seeing a lot of those videos, so that will be intriguing to me as well, to just see what I've done in this 6 months. And if this video turns out right, and it turns out how I'm hoping it's going to turn out, then I think I'm going to do a 6-month video twice a year, so I can see the first half of the year, second half year, and that will be like a consolidation for me, to go back and look at. Instead of a million videos to go through, I can just see kind of like new year, new goals, and end of year in review videos that I do, where I break everything down. But this will be video footage of things I've been able to get done. So we're going to see how that's going. It's berry season here in Arkansas, so I've been eating blackberry. Well, the blackberries were tart today, but the blueberries that I have are just amazing. I found out from some locals that all the older generations here used to go onto my land back in the day, and they would get gallon buckets and fill them with the berries. So apparently my property was known in this area for the berries, and all the locals would get buckets and buckets and buckets and sell gallon buckets of berries back in the day. Sorry about that. Looking at comments. Happy camper. I don't get into all the lions and tigers and all that type of stuff. You have to have specialty license. And you've asked that several times. So on those comments, I'm just going to start ignoring those comments, because I've answered these in multiple videos and multiple comment sections. But the berries are all over my place. I'm finding food sources all over, and I've got garlic from here at the restaurant in the back. I've got the thornless blackberry bushes, and I've got the rose bushes. I'm going to do a lot of different cuttings and establishing new plants and getting those moved over to the homestead. Steve's going to help me with that, because he's done it. I haven't done it. I've dug up a plant and moved a plant, but I haven't done the cuttings and then propagated them into new plants. He's working on willow trees right now. So he's propagating a bunch of willow cuttings because willow is a food source for the animals. He's going to use it as a firewood source. Willows grow really quick. He's looking at quick firewood turnaround. So that way the hardwoods here, they take forever to grow. The willows, he can do that and he'll have firewood all the time for him. And uh might have somebody that's going to come out and do an estimate for the bulldozing and excavation. So that might be coming up in a week or two. And I think that's about it. So if anybody has any other questions, feel free to ask. Besides that, I think I'm going to get off of here. I've got to be up early tomorrow to get out to Fayetteville, get the dentist work done. And then, like I said, it's just a slow, steady grind. Fence, 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 fence. Everybody knows how to do that best. At least here in Arkansas, the fencing is going to be permanent. I'm not doing the fence dance like in Colorado where I'm constantly moving the fences. The fence I'm putting in is the permanent fence. I don't have to worry about moving it. That's another reason why I said I don't know if I want to run the hot wire. I appreciate it, DT. Thank you. Because I don't want to have to put fence up and take it back down. So I might do the hot wire. I might not. Once the snowball stand is closed down and I get like maybe 400 or 500 feet down both sides, I'm going to start bringing the goats out. And I think like I did last year, I'm going to try to bring one of the camels out. So that way one of them don't want to take off because the other one's still inside the pen. But I do want to try to get them that fresh vegetation, a treat until the pen's done. So with that, I hope everybody has a great week. If you're in Colorado, I'm sorry. Colorado was bad to me, and now they're having floods. They just got massive hail. They had fire season. And the next, if you're in Colorado, be prepared. The locust is next. When you treat aliens bad, bad weather comes to you. So here in Arkansas, beautiful weather. Colorado, it's been nothing but horrible. So things happen. But with that, remember, live happy, live free. That's the only way to be. I'll see you guys on the next video.